Alright guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Thank you much for tuning in. So, our boy Matt Rose, we're back with him. And this video that is a bit on the older side, 4 years, but the title, I saw that in the recommendation, I was like, yeah, we need to watch that one as well. That one kid at school who lied all the time. I think regardless of where we went to school, in what city, what country, I think we all somehow, someway had this one classmate or just person at school who did that. Some probably more, some probably less, but I think we all had that one kid, at least one of them. So that's gonna be fun. As always, a link to the original video is down in the description. Make sure you subscribe to Matt and you support him. And let's get started.
Yeah, so I've actually got a PlayStation 6 at home, but like you can't come around and play it or my dad will get fired from Sony. In my first school, their name was Justin Mealing. In secondary school, it was Daniel Laker. I was convinced every school had a kid like this who just gratuitously lied all the time. To assure
I'm sure
myself
all
that
of them have
me
that.
going to weird schools, I asked on the YouTube community page if you lot had any similar encounters to share, and I was pleased to see you answered in your hundreds. All the stories were brilliant, but we don't have time to see them all,
700
so here are
comments.
some select ones. A kid named Aiden always bragged that he had super rare Pokemon cards.
Okay.
But he couldn't show them off because they were so rare that if he showed them, Nintendo would arrest him. A friend of mine from elementary school used to claim he owned a space shuttle. On one of his birthday parties at his apartment, we pressed him to show us the space shuttle. It was a washing machine and a clothes dryer stacked on top of each other. I had a friend in primary school who said he played GTA 6. Apparently, you could have sex with anything, from cars to people to guns.
What? Yeah, because that is the main goal of GTA. Bro, name a more American game than that. Being able to have sex with guns. Damn.
One kid in my old school was actually a shapeshifter and is PewDiePie. You could unlock the chainsaw in Super Mario 64 if you throw King Bomb at the wall under the bridge. I have a guidebook with proof, but my little sister tore the page out. He didn't even have a little sister. Hard to believe I was that kid. I always used to brag that the family car was a Transformer, but when one of my friends asked to see it, I told them that it was shy. A chronic bullshitter who once said that Tony Hawk was building him a crystal skate park.
Wait, Tony Hawk himself is building you a skate park. He's not paying people to build you a skate park. He is doing it himself. What?
We just laughed, so the next day he proved it by bringing a printed out letter from him. Luca trying to convince everyone he invented the number 8. This one kid in my class printed out letter from him. Luca trying to convince everyone he invented the number 8. This one kid in my class claimed he'd found an O-Pod on the bus. Apparently what the next generation's successor to the iPod was called. I had a kid tell me his dog was as big as the biggest building I could think of. So promptly I told him my dog was as big as a planet. He cried. A friend of my little sister told her that his Christmas presents last year were a Rolex and Hawaii. Some kid at my
Wait, the entire island. Damn. A Rolex and the entire island of Hawaii. Now that is a present.
primary school said that he recited the alphabet and counted to 100 as soon as he popped out of his mum. Weird flex, but okay. I had a kid say that he got a letter from the police because he kept crashing into buildings in a flight simulator. He stated that he had a 4-story house, a gym that he apparently used a lot, a basketball court, and 20 cars.
Damn,
in fact,
I wish.
had none of this and
I was about to say, he might have had that in GTA or something, or some online game, or Roblox, I don't know.
would say we can't come over because they were adding a new floor. In middle school, one of my friends, who I still hang out with to this day, said he was going to Chick-fil-A but accidentally walked into an adult toy shop and started having intimate relations with the naked female cashier.
Huh?
What? In middle school. Okay, this is the time where puberty starts, where they're trying to one-up each other about sexual topics. But what? With the naked female cashier. So wait, the cashier of the adult toy shop was a female. She was naked while you walked in, and then she decided to have sex with you, a middle school kid. What?
A kid one time had small scratches on his arm and said he beat up Tom Hanks, who shot him with a shotgun, as an explanation for 4 small red dots. In 3rd grade, there was this one kid who claimed his grandfather invented Legos. I knew this kid named Patrick that lied about him having a girlfriend and that he reset his Xbox 360 and it turned into an Xbox One for 30 minutes and that he needed to take his hypothermia pills or he would die. A kid named Miles said that he went back in time to hack the rocket going to the moon so he would teleport onto it and he grabbed a piece of moon rock. We asked him to show us, and he just took one of those pumice things out of his bathroom. I went to summer camp with a girl who tried convincing me she was a robot. Furthermore, she wanted me to believe I was a robot too, and that her dad was trying to dismantle us. I had a kid in my 2nd grade class who swore he could levitate, and that his karate teacher taught him how. But he couldn't show me because it would use up too much of his energy and he'd be out of school for days. I claim that I was the first person to ever make a PB&J. We were playing in the sandpit and this kid got all defensive and said, "This is my sand. I brought it to school in a packet." Kid kept seeing ghosts. He once summoned Bloody Mary apparently, so I did it in front of him and he said, no, it doesn't work on Tuesdays. She's at yoga. My favourite from a pathological fibber at my secondary school was the absolutely out of left field claim, "I have wooden knees." One kid called Sam said his dad died while running drugs and his uncle was an international arms dealer. His dad then proceeded to pick him up from school.
His dad died while running drugs. Running drugs? And then his dad picks him up from school.
One guy in my class said he could hack everything using only MS Excel. A kid in my class claimed that he hacked Minecraft, but his sister threw the USB out his window and it broke when I asked if I could come round and see it. He also said he had sex with a beautiful blonde green-eyed girl and that they did it in a locker, even Chinese style, and he almost broke his wrist. This one kid I knew lied about 1, having a Bowser-shaped ketchup dispenser, which is a fucking weird thing to lie about, and 2, taking his eye out of the socket, turning it upside down and putting it back in to see upside down. In my elementary school, there was this girl who was trying to convince the class that she could switch bodies with anyone. Then she turned to me and said, "Don't worry, I would never switch bodies with you." Jeremy got into a fight and said he killed the kid in his sleep and started a rumour that
he killed the kid in his sleep.
I was an alien looking to hook up with girls for their DNA.
Wait. He started a rumor that I was an alien looking to hook up with girls for their DNA. What?
Fuck you, Jeremy. One friend I knew said his dad had a Lamborghini with a hot tub in it. I also once caught him stuffing grass into his pocket, saying he knew how to ferment it in his dad's shed and turn it into weed. My uncle is allergic to oxygen. I knew someone as a kid who said that whenever he wanted to change the channel, he would call someone and the satellite would change its broadcast for him. I had a friend in 2nd grade
that sounds
told
very
me a ghost
inefficient.
visited his house. He said that the ghost was half blood and half bone. He also said that he was stabbed by said ghost. When asked for proof, he said that ghost stab wounds healed in the morning. I got so scared that night that I shat myself. I talk a lot to my old primary friends on Discord, and they reminded me of the time I'd convinced them that I'd got a 2 terabyte folder of fingernail images on my computer.
Ew.
I achieved this by getting a photo of someone's hand and simply cropping all 5 separate fingernails out and sending them to my friends. Okay, but why the fuck? A guy claimed that his dad discovered a new clan in the tropical rainforests while he was on a walk with him, the baby carrier, and he had to flee because of the dangerous spears and shit. When I asked him for a photo, he said it was in the attic and, there were too many rats to get the photo. Had a guy in primary school who said he got 100 million rand and 6 mansions from his dead uncles. I once called him out for lying.
6
got
mansions.
with a pencil after that. Still have a bit of lead stuck in my palm. One of my best friends used to say that he had a watch that he could use to turn into any animal with, like the Omnitrix from Ben 10. Like the idiot I was, and still am, I guess, I believed him. He said that he turned into a cheetah and chased away girls so he could do more science. I think...
He turned into a cheetah and chased away girls so he could do more science. Yeah, that's why I'm also single, by the way. I also actively chased the girls away. What the What is that reasoning, bro?
Some kid told me once that he had, like, stone teeth. One of my old friends tried to convince me they had a real death note from that one anime where if you write somebody's name...
From that one anime. I wonder what that one anime is called, bro. It's literally... What? A real Death Note from that one anime.
Name in the note they randomly die, and that it works on one person already. The dead person came in the next day, they just had tonsillitis. In second grade, I had a friend who told me he was inventing a kind of microchip that, upon being inserted into a stuffed animal, would cause them to move on their own as if they were robots. He told me to not look it up on the internet because it's still in development. A friend of mine claimed she was a witch.
Well, what? He told me not to look it up. I mean, that sounds suspicious as hell. That's like telling someone on the internet not to do X, Y, Z. Guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna do exactly that just because. Just because.
He told me to not look it up on the internet because it's still in development. A friend of mine claimed she was a witch because she didn't dream, but also complained of having nightmares. She also claimed to see dead people. Back in like third grade, I told one of my friends that I had the whole basement of my house to myself and that I had a breakdancing newborn brother.
What? Out of all the things you could be bragging about, a breakdancing newborn brother. But what?
I had a kid in my school called Sam who would incessantly claim that he had went to a horror attraction and had been chased by a real killer clown who, once he had cornered him, had sliced off his arm with a chainsaw, and then when he went to the doctor gave him a robotic arm with hyper-realistic skin which looked identical to his actual arm. He, among other things, told everyone his dad worked for the president in a really important position. I made up a government agency and asked him if his dad worked there. He said yes.
Of course he works there. He works everywhere. Everywhere that is the government. Everywhere.
When I was 7, I was mad at my friend and told them that the name they knew wasn't my real name and that my real name was actually Sabra, which I stole from a hummus container.
What? What?
Girl named Alyssa insisted that she was a werewolf for 2 years, showed hair on her legs saying, normal girls can't do this.
Okay, so if you as a woman have hairy legs, that makes you a werewolf. Damn. You learn something new every single day, you know?
Someone decided to spoil the end to Infinity War by saying Thanos snapped and half of everyone died. No one believed him and generally didn't pay attention to him that much. This one guy I remember from college claimed to be building a Tron light cycle, complete with literal light trails. I feel like what makes this even worse is that this is a college student. Most of these other liar anecdotes about like little kids, this guy was at least in his mid-20s, maybe older. I have a folder on my computer full of drawings of cybernetically modified hands drawn by people on the internet. Wait, that's not a lie. That one's true. Yes, since asking Omegle what 3 gadgets they'd have on one hand.
What? What? Gun, screwdriver, and a dildo. All the essentials. Ha ha ha. All the essentials for an angry, horny plumber, certainly. What the fuck do you need the gun for? What?
I'm gratefully accepting the usual.
What? Okay, what the fuck? Okay, the longer you look at these drawings, the more cursed they get. What the... What?
Of incredible depictions of Omegle's mad responses. Especially grateful this time as I'm...
Bro, again, move. Move.
I'm more than aware that hands aren't the easiest things to draw. So do keep those dildo hand doodles coming. Thank you very much indeed, everyone.
Why would you want that, man? Why would you want drawings of dildo fingers, bro? What? Okay, wow. Yo, can I see your Transformer? Sorry, he's shy. Damn, Optimus is not in the mood today. Poor guy. Poor guy. I wonder if you guys have any stories like that. Let us know in the comments so we can have a laugh together. Unfortunately, I can't really think of something right now. But to be fair, the kid who lied a bunch at my school, it was more on the tamer side than stuff like that. Unfortunately, we also didn't have someone who said they have wooden knees, whatever the hell that means. What? Alright, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you check out my Twitch, link is down in the description. If you have requests for other videos, let me know down in the comments or join my Discord and let me know there. Hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, bye!